We have already discussed routers we are using for the purpose of data transfer from one computer network to the another computer network. Here we have one computer network. Here we have another computer network. This computer network wants to communicate with this computer network. So in order to establish the communication between the two computer networks, we require the router. We also discussed this router will send the packets based on the routes. These packets, example, more packets are sent to the router, and this router will transmit those packets in different routes. These routes will be decided by using the routing table. But the problem with this is, if a router is receiving more packets, these packets, example, router 1 is receiving the information from this, then router will check whether the information is there, the destination address is there in my routing table or not. If the routing table destination address is not there, then what it has to do for that solution is, it has to give that information to the next router. It will forward that packet to next router. Next router will check the address, the destination address in the routing table. If the destination address is there, it will immediately send to the destination. If the destination address is not there, then it will send to the next router. It will continue like that. So here, the routing transfer, the packet transfer mechanism using router will happen from network to network. The packets will be transmitted from one network to the second network by using the router. The address we are using, if the address is there in the routing table, immediately it will send to the destination. If the address is not there, then it will send to the next router. Here you can see the IP address is 130.100.17.0. 130 means which class it is? Class A or B or C or D or E? Class B. Until 127, class A. So this address is class B. Now you tell, from this we are sending the packet information to a router R1. This is Ethernet. Computer network, whether it is LAN or MAN or WAN, that is not relevant for us. The packets are now with whom? The router. Now this router is having two IP addresses. IP address of this network and IP address of this network. Two NIC cards are there in the router. Now what is the second IP address? 230.117.0. What is this? Which class it one? Now here 231, this is class D. 231.200.117.0. Now here we are sending the packet to this router. From a particular device it is coming. That's why 0 and 7 are changing. Last digit will change. But remaining digits will tell about that network. So this router is sending the information to this network. Destination. Example. Now this network is sending some data. Means this address is there in this routing table. That's why only router 1 is not forwarding the packet to the second router. Because this address is there in this routing table, it is directly sending to the address of the network. If the network address is not there in this routing table, means it will forward to next router. Okay. Now here, this network is sending some data to this network. The data is in the form of the packets. Now this routing table, this router's routing table will check whether the destination address is there in this routing table or not. If destination address is there, means it will forward the packet to the network, not to the device. router work is to forward the packet from one network to the second network. It will not take care about sending the packets to a particular device. One network to second network. From this network to this network, router 1 is sending the packet. Because router 1's routing table has this destination address, that's why it is sending. You check, 19th device I have to send, but this address is giving this network address. That's why this router's routing table is indicating I already have this address, you can send the packet to this. Similarly, when this network is sending some packets of information, router 2 will check whether this particular address is there in that routing table or not. In that routing table, if that address is there, then it will forward to that computer network. Okay. So this is how packet transfer mechanism will happen by using the routers.